Who loves teasing his fans with hints, only to leave them hanging in the end? What did prankster Harper and a bunch of his fellow co-stars steal once? And would Freddie Highmore be of any use in a real-life medical situation? Hi, I'm Dylan at Awesome Movies, and it's time for your daily dose of laughter. Just what the good doctor ordered.
Hey, Lim. Lim. What are we doing?
For some reason, it's hard not to get excited every time Nicholas Gonzalez teases us. Maybe he'll give something away next time, you hope.
What are we doing?
And bam, we're left in the dark. Again. He's enjoying this teasing game way too much. Still, gotta love him and his sense of humor.
It's an earthquake.
How this makes me look.
Do you know how this makes me look?
Sometimes it's tough to keep a straight face when your co-stars are fumbling over their words.
The thickness of the gallbladder wall does pose a challenge. The thickness of the oh God. Sorry.
Of course, at other times, the table are turned and Nicholas is the one who can't stay too serious when talking about rectal tubes and the likes.
Placed a rectal tube and an NG to try to get that decompressed. Give my IV 11.
Now, I know I'm not alone in being curious about the late Dr. Melendez's chest tattoo. No crying today, okay? Clearly, this is bugging fans around the world, so much so that the actor can kinda see the question coming from miles away.
I feel like it's been the biggest question, honestly. Everybody's asking about the tattoo, which is hilarious to me.
Backstory, I know there is a backstory.
And the more you ask, George, the less of an answer is gonna come, I'm telling you.
Who wants to know about that tattoo?
David's regretting it, that's what I'll tell you.
When Nicholas joked that David Shore is regretting that tattoo by now, the writer was quick on his feet to shift the attention away from the actual question.
We're talking about the tattoo. You start talking about the location of the tattoo, and you go right here, and I expect you to pull your shirt over, and he just pulls his shirt right off.
And that, folks, is how you divert the attention.
And I was impressed. Whatever tattoo you want to put on there.
Well, at least try to, since the panel interviewer didn't let it go, leading to Gonzalez ending the spoilerific question with a diplomatic story about a draft with an unexplanation, as he calls it. But let's stable that horse, since there's a deleted scene that will have you rolling with laughter.
It's nice to meet you both.
He's cute. Geez, damn, girl. Although I'm not sure about that tattoo. What is it, a chicken foot?
Jimmy?
No, it's an antler from the deer's head on my chest.
While on the topic of that scene, here's the scoop on Antonia Thomas's favorite scene and why.
The one that was really cool was the conjoined twins one. That was a true story. And what was amazing about that was one of the surgeons that actually worked on that case, we had her on set.
Respect. Now listen, are you also dying to see a few cast slip-ups and hear about their favorite scenes to film? Okay, I won't keep you waiting. First up is the answer to who the main jokester on set is. While we suspect there are many competitors for this label, one contestant is Harper.
Meet our new attending. Oh,
I joke around.
It looks like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth.
We stole a gurney one time, and then Nick jumped on it, Antonia jumped on it.
We did do that.
We didn't have a driver. I was pushing as fast as I could down the hallway, and then it ended up crashing.
That was very naughty.
We did do that.
Yeah, we did that.
Evidence suggests that Willian Lee is also a hoot behind the scenes.
Place an NG to decompress distended. Sorry, broad spectrum exit. Who am I calling?
Being a medical drama, replicating complicated surgical techniques abound.
I'm getting it out.
And what you see on screen sometimes took quite a few tries to get right, even for the talented Harper.
Making incision at the vaginal wall. Murphy, develop margins at the lesion.
Damn it, Murphy!
It looks like Hill has been intoxicated with some laughing gas during this scene.
Christina, please. I'm just... Okay, come on, Christina.
He even used Dr. Lim's real name by accident. Of course, a medical drama is also accompanied by medical jargon. You'd think Antonia Thomas will be dreaming in jargon by this time.
It is just like always going around your head, and every week there's a new random difficult to say words.
I responded to the antibiotics.
That blunder aside, she's clearly a natural if her audition is anything to go by. Back during pilot season, she was out on a Friday after a long week, sipping a glass of wine with a friend.
And we were just having a glass of wine, and then the audition for The Good Doctor came in, and they were like, really sorry, it's tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
So she left the wine, went home, and practiced as best she could, and can certainly be very proud of her American accent.
I think it was sort of like, can you do this? And especially because I was doing it with the American accent.
Very good American accent.
Thanks, Daniel.
Ah, that was a kind compliment from Daniel Dae Kim. So in contrast, it's pretty hilarious to see writer David Shore's different approach to praising the actors.
Lovely things about the writing. I feel I should say lovely things about the acting.
Out of obligation.
And how wonderful they are. But Daniel did it already, so I don't feel the need anymore. No, we have a tremendous cast.
When you work together closely for many years, you become like a family away from home. A huge amount of mutual respect is evident among all the actors, writers, and producers.
David's idea actually came to me and said, how would you feel about, and the look on his face was, how do you feel about Sheila coming up to Vancouver? As if it would be like a problem, like he didn't know, he didn't really know what goes on in the household.
As if that isn't too sweet for words.
Could not be more in love and in awe of my wife. And did a puppy just die? What happened?
Enough said. That's everlasting love right there.
Unless you can take a transected aorta and
But what was Richard's most memorable moment of filming with Freddie Highmore?
I think the time when he smacked me, actually. That because we did that scene where we have the fight and he smacks me. Every time we do some work, because he wants me to be happy, he always goes, that was fun, right? That was fun.
But was it fun?
So after he smacked me like the 11th time, he got and there's a little bit of a lull in the action while they reset. He goes, this is fun. And I go, Freddie, everything doesn't have to be fun.
Well now, that brings us to some actual Freddie Highmore fun.
There, I figure some kind of food poison. Ow! Especially there. I'm sorry. I will.
Freddie evidently shares some of Dr. Murphy's endearingly awkward mannerisms in real life, like when Jimmy Kimmel made an uncomfortable dating comment.
Yes. I don't know what to say.
I don't know, well, what can you say?
But it's nice to be here.
More importantly, you've got to hear the short version of his make-believe Spanish grandma. So Freddie went to Spain where he did a film as well as some promotion for The Good Doctor.
I did some talk shows which were interesting, thanks to you.
What does that mean?
I told you this story last time, or the time before, in strictest confidence, of course.
Oh.
When I was in Spain on my year abroad, I made up that I had a Spanish grandmother in order to ingratiate myself with the locals. And I said that she came from this village called Zapatera.
Oh my goodness! How are both of these guys even keeping straight faces while regaling us with this story? Anyways, so Freddie went on the talk show and they grilled him, saying, "We've seen you on Jimmy Kimmel and we know you made it all up. That's not acceptable." Oops.
And then they played me back the clip of you calling Zapatera a sack of potatoes. I tried to defend you. I said that you love potatoes.
I do.
It's just getting worse for the poor actor. How did it end, though? Well, ultimately, they were just messing with him.
Mayor of Zapatera was on Skype and gave me a certificate to be the adopted son of Zapatera.
Ah, what a cool story. On a different note, Nicholas Gonzalez once had the strangest fan encounter ever.
My brother's a surgeon, and I went and shadowed him just recently over the Christmas break and was in the room and got to see him interact with patients and then watch him do surgeries. And this one patient just kept looking behind him as he was prepping her for the surgery, walking her through what he was going to do, and she kept looking over. And it came out later that she was like, is Dr. Melinda's going to be scrubbing in on my surgery? She was so excited.
Wow. So here's the million-dollar question. Did anyone learn any medical skills that they can apply in real life? Knowing that Gonzalez hails from a medical family, both his brothers and father are surgeons, what's his take on the matter?
That world, I wish I had the ability, and I forget that I don't. My brother will remind me all the time, but it's fascinating to me.
And according to Highmore, it's a definite no.
do you have? Could you save someone's life?
No, I'd be completely useless in any real medical situation.
About his life-saving skills, Freddie isn't shy to be totally honest.
Well, I feel like actually the more that the show goes on, the more dangerous it would be for me to try and help people, and that you feel like you've got this knowledge, but it's all slightly fake and, shortcutty, and obviously serves ultimately to tell a 10-hour surgery in 2 minutes on screen.
And he's clearly just too happy to leave it to the professionals.
So I will leave it to the real.
Clever guy. Still, he likes joking about his medical prowess every now and then.
In some ways, we've had a couple of heart surgeries now, and I feel like, oh, I know what to do, echocardiogram, that all sorted out.
That's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Which story has you laughing the most? Let us know in the comments. Do ring that notification bell. And stay awesome.